What up? 大家好，我是唢呐。
我是阿威。
So recently, I came across a video that Awi shared with me, and this is really wild. So after I saw this video, I was like, man, I like to watch people fight, but this was a bit too much. I think it was because it looks really dangerous. And you said this is a part of like Taiwanese culture, or it's a small part of it, right? It's not the main feature.
No, because like 大甲妈祖的拜拜学 should be like 很隆重啊 but like the fighting part just bring every like the 大甲妈祖 looks really bad.
Yeah, that makes it look bad, yo.
可是有些人会说啊，就跟你们那个看你们美国 comedy 一样啊，那个我们看起来是 verbal violence， 可是对你们来讲是很正常的啊。那大甲妈祖这个打架会不会也是这样子？我们看起来是 physical violence， 但是他们有参加，所以他们觉得这个很正常，会不会这样子
？Yeah, I would say that's exactly the point, right? It's the exact same thing. It's like I'm on the outside watching this, and to me, it looks dangerous, but maybe if I were to actually show up, it's not as bad as what it seems, but I don't know because I've never been there before.
Yeah, maybe the metal barrel is all like 海绵 maybe.
Yeah, maybe I'm just like 后面打音效啊
Maybe, I don't know. I never like,
I really don't know. But let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. And when I did some further digging, it turns out that this happens like every year. Is that right?
对啊，每一年都会有大甲妈祖绕境的。
This all originates in Taichung. It's like a big part of the Taichung culture, right?
Taiwan culture actually.
Oh, so it's not just Taichung only. It's all of Taiwan.
Yeah, 妈祖
participates in it.
Taiwan everywhere 都有啊。台中这个比较有名，大甲妈的。
So from what I understand, is like these guys are all trying to compete to get a blessing by riding in the sedan, which will give them blessings by the goddess Matu.
Yeah, they try to get a sedan, then they can bring it back to the temple and village, and they can get blessed from the Matu.
Oh shit, they can actually bring the sedan back.
Yeah, that's what I try to do.
That's a lot of work for one sedan.
It's like America like ganachio.
Oh, we don't get no sedan. Like, that'd be dope if we actually got a sedan. What's crazy is that it actually reminds me of something that we have in our own culture.
Really?
Yeah. Like, way back. We're talking about whenever I was in, like, junior high school. We had what's called backyard brawl. And what me and my friends used to do is we get together, like, in groups, and we just beat the shit out of each other. So these brawls, we used to do just for fun, and we even did them at school, but we usually got in trouble. And sometimes we even got kicked out of class. Because the teachers and everyone else figured it was just us causing trouble, right? They even thought some of us were in gangs. And then eventually this evolved into what was known as street fighting. Not like the game Street Fighter, but people actually fought on the street. At this point, the street fighting was legal under what's called mutual combat laws. And right now, there are only 2 states that allow mutual combat. My state, Texas, and Washington. Which pretty much means that if 2 people agree to fight and they agree to accept the consequences, then they won't get arrested. Nothing bad will happen to them.
Really?
Yeah, except someone's gonna get the shit kicked out of them, obviously.
So if some guy like get killed, like, 你也不会被 arrest 吗？
Because in Texas, the law is as long as it only causes minimal bodily harm, then you're okay. But if it comes to the point where there are broken bones or someone ends up in a coma or eventually death, then you're most likely gonna get locked up.
There's even been incidences of celebrities taking part in mutual combat.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this actually goes all the way back to Italy when you've heard of the term duel, right? And that was what duel culture was. It was like, hey, I don't agree with you on this thing. So they take off the glove, they slap him in the face and say, okay, let's get it. And if you die, you die. That's the way it goes. But in society, if you're a street fighter, you participated in street fighting, or even if you attended one, it was considered like super low. It was like only poor people and people were involved in like gang shit would be involved in street fights. So it was the last thing you wanted to be associated with unless you were desperate. But over a period of time, because society viewed it as a very negative, very low thing, but they wanted to make it something positive and something that people could accept. So in '93, they organized themselves and actually gave themselves a name called the UFC. You ever heard of that before?
Shit. Yeah, UFC is cool, yo.
It's cool now. It wasn't then, yo.
Yeah?
It was not cool at all. But yeah, the thing is, they actually brought that up and made it to where everyone would accept it.
Yeah.
So which brings me back to the 大甲妈绕. It seems like that every time this happens, there's at least some instance where a fight breaks out, right?
Yeah.
So the American in me is like, why don't you capitalize all that shit? off that. Why don't you actually make it into an event and you sell like tickets and you have like a bunch of shit that makes it people actually look forward to? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that would be cool, right?
That would be really dope. So the first thing I would do, and this is the most important thing, is you need girls. You need ring girls. They can take the pinglang girls, dress them up nice, and have them like sell the maybe pinglang,
or
beer,
sell
and that,
insurance.
or sell insurance.
Or when they dress like a nurse.
Oh, that would be even better if they dress like nurses. You have the girls dress like nurses and insurance agents. How many fool?
Yeah, that would become cosplay, yo.
So yeah, that's the first thing is get girls. Because whenever there's girls, people will pay. So the second thing,
I think they need to train. Learn some jiu-jitsu and learn some kickbox.
that would be pretty dope. You have the 大甲妈绕训练营. How to dodge the weapon. Oh, maybe they can do a shield wall, dude.
That would be dope, yo.
So yeah, to have like an actual training camp and actually have like set moves that you could do. And maybe even on top of that, they have like a scoring system. So it's not just like the last man standing. It's actually who gets the most points gets to get blessed by Matsu. The next thing you need sponsors, yo. Maybe get Taipei, they can sponsor, maybe get who made
那个保险公司啊。
What would be great is the national insurance actually sponsored it. Like, hey, Neil, Jim Kai, you are covered.
Okay.
Yeah, and speaking of national support, there's actually a country in Europe that is doing something similar to this already called the TFC.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you know what that stands for? The Team Fighting Championship.
Oh, it sounds like 台中 Fighting Club. TFC 啊，也可以
Yeah,
啊。
that also works. The TFC is actually the UFC, but with multiple players. They have like 5-on-5, and these guys just go at it, and the last person standing wins for the team.
台中 they should go like 20 versus 20.
Holy shit, will they have a ring big enough? I think they have to do it in a ring. You know what I
That
mean?
would be dope, yo. Serious.
They have like a metal band in the background. That would be dope as fuck.
Yeah, and all the surrounding by the goddess, all the 八将将thing.
Hell
like,
yeah.
including
Just
culture and like fighting. Man, that's dope.
I'd say make it into an all-out party. You've got heavy metal band, maybe Freddie is the headliner, and then you get like lasers and visuals.
That would be dope.
These are just a few suggestions based on like American culture that I know would work. It would work for the UFC, but if you shake that shit up, put some girls, some sponsors, next you know people are lining up. But my question is could Taiwanese people accept that if they actually did that and got those people involved?
我觉得有机会耶 because like the street fighting, like it looks bad, yo. It looks like 就是很糟糕啊，那个形象很不好。
Even I was watching, it's like I like to watch people fight, but with the metal pipes and like, that's a little bit too much for me, man.
Yeah, they're kind of dangerous.
Yeah, because you
But
don't.
I understand the young people there, they just like fighting, they got energy, but like they can have a better execution, I think.
Not only that, but you give them a future. It's like, hey, if you train hard and you fight well, you get not only get blessed, but you also maybe get some 奖金啊.
Yeah.
That's what I see.
We can sponsor that shit.
We should.
I would like to see like 20 versus 20. That would be dope.
And we are the
yo.
commentators. We are just sitting there talking shit.
Yeah, we should be the 好机车评论的 side. And like, what the fuck I doing?
But we have to be careful because at some point they might all turn on us and be like, you shut the fuck up. And come after us. But this is what we think. We want to know what you guys think. Do you think that these suggestions would make it more legit and could Taiwanese people accept it? Or what are your suggestions to make it more legit? Remember to like, subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Peace.
Peace.